Hello and welcome to my first look at a Warhammer 40,000 novel. If you're new to the channel, you might not know that I do this from time to time whenever I buy a new novel or something, whether it's hardback, softback, whatever. I tend to have a little look at it and to give you my first impressions to see if it's worth it. I don't go through the story because obviously, it's a first look. I haven't had a chance to go through it, but if I am familiar with the author and the content, I give some of that information out as well. So the first look will be of Warhammer 40,000, The Triumph of Saint Katherine, an Adeptus Sororitas novel by Danie Ware. She has written a few other novels, I think The Book of Martyrs, a couple of others. So quite familiar with the Adeptus Sororitas. This book will cost you £12.99, as will most of the hardback books in this format. We're seeing like the larger hardback books be £18 or so now, but it's a nice format, nice sized book. I'll just read you the preface. So it says, carried by 6 sisters of battle, each the embodiment of a revered saint, the funerary procession known as the Triumph of Saint Katherine marches from world to world, battlefront to battlefront, where the darkness and heresy are rampant. It brings faith, hope and courage to the warriors of the Imperium. Sister Avra of the Order of Our Martyred Lady is beyond honoured to battle alongside the sacred procession in defence of the beleaguered world of Kyros. However, as the darkness closes in, she is overcome by a vision, and she soon realises that the God Emperor has far greater plans for her. So there you go. Interested in Adeptus Sororitas, and of course, Triumph of Saint Katherine. It's great that we've got a novel now that sort of goes through that. It's great that we've got a novel now that goes through that. That goes through the Triumph of Saint Katherine. The number of pages in this book there's an extra one at the end that isn't. Is it numbered? No, that's just the next read. It's 181 pages, so yeah, it's about my limit for a hardback. I normally prefer hardbacks that's 300, 400 pages or so. So it's up to you if you wanted to get a hardback of this or just wait for the softback, it being only 180 pages. It was first published this year, it's just come out. Here you go, look, Danie Ware, that she's written The Bloodied Rose, which I think I need to pick up. First published 2022, of course. Paper does feel cheap. The paper does feel cheap. I don't know why. Some of the books recently, with the exception of the limited versions like the Sigismund, the paper has felt quite cheap and has not been what we used to. It's just not been a joy to one of the positives of getting a physical book rather than like an ebook or whatever is is the pages really, and that feel, and I just think that when it's written on like cheaper paper, it detaches a little bit from that. So the paper may well be the same paper as you're going to get in the softback, so just bear that in mind. But anyway, that is my first look of the Triumph of Saint Katherine. What do you guys think? Please do put your thoughts in the comments below, and if you've read any Danie Ware's novels before, again, please share your experiences of her with us. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.